Hello, good morning. I'm Sonali here. We are here in Education on Cloud for class 10 science. We have a chapter named Sources of Energy. Let us do quick revision. Energy plays a vital role in all walks of life. Okay, so for example, heat energy, which is essential for cooking purpose. Okay, heat energy is essential for cooking our food. Electrical energy is always very essential for us for lighting at home, at commercial level, running different machines, factories, everywhere it is important. Okay, so energy plays very important role in our daily life also. Any substance which is available easily and burns in air at moderate rate will produce a large amount of heat, okay, without leaving behind any undesirable residue. That is only called fuel. Fuel means what? The substance which can produce the heat and without leaving much side products, much residues. Okay, the source of energy which has accumulated in nature over the period of time and such that they cannot be replaced or exhausted, they are only called non-renewable source. Those sources which is accumulated in the nature over hundred of million of years and they cannot be replaced when exhausted. So non-renewable sources are, what are the non-renewable? Like fossil fuels, like for example coals, petroleum, natural gas. That is why we should plant more trees and we should take care of these sources, otherwise these sources will not be there for our future generations. Okay, so that is why we are seeing the alternating sources also now. So the source of energy which are being continuously produced in nature and virtually inexhaustible, they are only called renewable sources of energy. Like for example sun energy, solar energy. So sunlight is present and the energy can be captured and converted to another form. So that is kind of renewable source of energy. So main renewable source of energy is solar energy, wind energy. Wind is also present in nature. Hydro energy. So all water bodies will also convert, water will convert into energy. Then biofuels, like fuels which is obtained from biomass, like biogas is there. Then energy from ocean, that is geothermal energy is also there. Now the fuel which are preserved under the earth crust and remains of plants and animals, they are only called fossil fuel. So coal, petroleum, natural gas are examples of fossil fuels. Now fossil fuels are very precious. When absolutely necessary, we must use them when absolutely necessary. They will get exhausted in another 100 years, so are thereby causing unprecedented energy crisis from which our world will never recover. Okay, these days coal is extensively used in generating electrical energy for thermal station or thermal power houses. Okay, natural gas. What is natural gas? This is also used for generating thermal electricity. It is also used as household fuel and fuel for CNG buses. CNG is here compressed natural gas, that is called CNG. So what is the application of this? Why this will be used? Because the side products will be very minimum and that cannot cause the environmental pollution. So petroleum is refined into products such as petrol, diesel, kerosene, oil or lubricating oil, furnace oil, all this. Okay, and petroleum gas, that is called. Now we are seeing all fossil fuels on burning produce large amount of carbon dioxide, small amount of sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxide gases. Okay, so these gases are hazardous to environmental pollution also they cause. So carbon dioxide and sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxide. Now carbon dioxide gas produces greenhouse effect, which in turn results in global warming. So global warming, earth is getting heated twice. That is why disrupted weather patterns we are observing it. Sulfur dioxide gas and nitrogen dioxide gas, in addition to producing respiratory problem, they cause acid rain. How acid rain is caused? This sulfur dioxide which is present in air, when the rain falls, this sulfur dioxide is converting into sulfuric acid and nitrogen oxide is converting, mixing with the rain and giving nitrogen dioxide will give nitric acid. So this sulfuric acid and nitric acids are the strong acids, and when they fall in the form of rain, that rain is highly acidic in nature and that rain is called acid rain. Acid rain affects our soil, water, forest resources and monuments also. Okay, as well as it gives harmful effect to skin and respiratory issues. The hydroelectric power plant is an arrangement in which kinetic energy of flowing water is transferred to electrical energy. So what is happening here? Kinetic energy of flowing water is converting it to electric energy. That is only called hydroelectric power plant. So electric energy generated, this is only called hydroelectric generator. Now hydro word is used for water. Electric energy is converted from water, that is called hydroelectric energy. Now potential energy of water stored in dam, kinetic energy of flowing water, kinetic energy of rotating turbine, or kinetic energy generated in generator. So conversion of Hydel energy to electrical energy, this way it will be done. First, potential energy of water will be stored in the dam, okay, then kinetic energy of flowing water will be captured, that will be kinetic energy of rotating turbine. One turbine will be rotating there, so kinetic energy will be captured, then kinetic energy will be generated in the generator, that will be converted into electrical energy. Now water stored in hydroelectric dams is gradually used throughout the year as the dam gets periodically refilled when it rains. Therefore hydro energy is, we can say as, it is a renewable source of energy, because whenever naturally rain comes, the dams will get full again, like this. So firewood and waste material produced by living beings and the dead material are collectively called biomass. Okay, firewood and waste material. Waste material means that can be fruit peel waste at home, or vegetable waste, or the food waste, anything it can be, comes under this. So they are called biomass. Now among the waste material of living being, the dung, excreta constitutes the biomass. Among the dead material of living being, firewood and leaves shed by the trees, dry grass and dry leaves, crop residues, all constitutes biomass. Okay. Now biogas, how biogas is formed? It is formed with the help of this biomass. So formed when the slurry of animal dung and water is allowed to ferment in the absence of oxygen. So the fermentation of animal dung that takes place in the absence of air due to presence of anaerobic bacteria present in animal dung, that is only called anaerobic fermentation. Okay, so the biogas is a mixture of methane, carbon dioxide and hydrogen, and the traces of hydrogen sulfide also, along with water vapor. So chief constituents, these are okay. So the chief constituent of biogas will be methane gas, which is 65% by volume. Okay. Now moving air is only called wind, and winds are formed due to uneven heating of landmass and oceans. In addition, rotation of earth and local conditions such as presence of mountains, deserts, seas and lakes in the help of formation of winds. Okay. Now moving wind has a large amount of kinetic energy. This energy is traditionally used by sailors and fishermen to propel their boats. The same energy will be used to run windmills. Now windmills will be trapping this wind energy and converting it to electrical energy, like this. Okay. So the energy radiated out by the sun in the form of electromagnetic waves is only called solar energy. So solar energy is a very good source of renewable energy, which can be used for traffic lights, which can be used for like solar heaters for heating water. Then factories also runs many times on this. Solar cookers are there where the radiations can be captured and food can be cooked in that. Although it takes long time to do all this process, but and the hot sun is also required constantly. So some places where the sunlight is not available for so long time, there it is very difficult to use. So that is one of the drawback. The amount of energy reaching perpendicularly per square meter per second in the outermost boundary of Earth's surface is only called solar constant. What is solar constant? The amount of energy reaching perpendicularly per square meter in per second in the outermost boundary of Earth's atmosphere. The approximate value of solar constant is 1.4 kilojoules per square meter per second. Okay. Now a greenhouse. What is greenhouse? A greenhouse is a house like structure whose roof as well as walls are made up of sheet of glass. It is used in very cold countries to grow vegetables and flowers in winters. As green plants grows within the glass house, it is called greenhouse, and the phenomena is called greenhouse effect here. Okay, now a device which directly converts solar energy to electrical energy. Solar energy when converts to electrical energy, that cells are called solar cells. Now photovoltaic effect. What do you mean by photovoltaic effect? The phenomena due to which light energy directly changes to electrical energy. Okay, now when light is incident on certain sensitive material, it is called photovoltaic effect. Okay, so photovoltaic effect is when light is incident on certain sensitive material and light energy directly changes to electrical energy. That effect is called photovoltaic effect. The group of solar cells connected in a specific pattern to produce desired potential difference and the magnitude of current, that is only called solar panels. Solar panels you would have seen on the rooftop of the different buildings, residential building as well as industrial buildings. The solar cell is also called photovoltaic cell. Here the term photo stands for light and the voltaic stands for energy, here generation of potential difference. So the photovoltaic cell is a device which converts light energy to electrical energy. Okay, and due to generation of potential difference, why photo word is associated with light? Because the light energy comes in a form of packets, that is called photons. So that's what it is called. Photo word is associated with light. During tides, an enormous amount of water in the sea rises up through the good height of and then falls down. The tides has enormous amount of mechanical energy. Potential plus kinetic energy is called mechanical energy, and this energy can be used to generate electricity. Okay, so what is nuclear energy? Nuclear energy is generated by two methods. Basic principle is that what heavy nucleus such as uranium, thorium, plutonium is split into lighter elements, and such as hydrogen, deuterium is fused to form heavy elements such that total mass of product is less than that of participating atom. So then the difference in mass is converted into energy. The energy is released is given by famous equation E is equal to mc square, first derived by Albert Einstein in 1905. So here this energy is generated by two methods, that is called fusion or fission, which we have explained here. Okay, thank you.